Okay, you guys can't really see me. Hey, welcome to my channel. I am reweighing the baby, like completely. I reweighed her arms so they're the same weight. I reweighed her head. She has weight in her head now. This is horrible lighting. And so she's half a baby right now. And I am, since I weighted her head first, I am just putting, maybe if I, hold on. I'm going to move the camera. Hold on. Okay, that's much better. I also have another baby that I'm working on fixing. Oh, shoot. Great. Embarrassing. Anyway, here she is. Oh, how sweet is that face. How sweet is that face? So you guys get to look at her while I stuff her from the bottom because I wanted to weigh from the bottom up. So when I pick her up, there's no, like weird weight distribution. She's on paper, so you might hear some paper. Alright, there we go. And then, these are the weighted beads that the artist put in her. I'm gonna change them, but for now, since I don't have the ones that I usually use, the bigger ones, I'm gonna put these back in her. But they're not gonna stay in her. Because I don't like them. Not saying it, they're just not my preference. I don't want to sound rude. They're just not my preference at all. I'm also going to repaint this baby. I'm just going to like add another layer of paint. I'm going to order the paint that she used so there's no like issues with mixing paint unless I strip the kit, but right now, that's just an idea. I don't have like a for sure thing going on. It's such a mess. I mean, well, for sure plan is what I'm gonna. I can turn her around so you guys can see what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. See, that's the stuff that the artist put in her. I'm going to put it right in her bum area, like right here, from like here up is where it's supposed to be. And it's not where it was, maybe just from shipping. It came in the, it like moved or whatever. I don't know. I will be making a changing video when I'm all done putting her together. It's my daughter. Hi. Hi. Alright, it's kind of difficult for me to put the zip ties in because of her kit's so small. So I'm going to pause. No, I'm just going to let you guys watch me. It's probably a learning experience for everyone. Here we go. These are the zip ties that were in her. They're really thin and dainty. And this baby right here, he's the Kameko. He's the Kameko. He had one of these in. And these, I call these the temporary zip ties also. And since I was fixing her, I figured I'd just fix him too at the same time. But I call these temporary because these literally, you see where they go, hold on. You see where the little piece goes in, right? These are in a baby. Now, you see these size compared to that. So these ones are the ones, these are like the long, that's a bad color, hold on. I have a lot of colors. All right, here we go. Here's a green one, you can see better. These are like long-term, really heavy-duty zip ties. So these are just much better. I think the heavy-duty ones are much better because these ones you can literally just snap out or they fall out. Like the head loosens and they come out. So I don't know what other artists use, but I use the heavy-duty ones, and they come in this type of pack. Really cheap. I think they're like $1.50, 75-ish. And they come with a whole lot and a whole bunch of different colors. I think maybe the colors are like different sizes. I'm not sure. Hold on. No, they're not different sizes. I'm comparing to this one that's hanging off her arm because I did take the whole baby apart. So I'm just gonna, I am feeding this zip tie into her leg. See? Now, Let me grab her little feet. I also reweighted these, so they're not as, like, she's not as heavy in the limbs anymore, and she's heavier in the head and the bum area. And that's how I wanted her. Sorry, my daughter is banging on something right now. I'm doing this in the kitchen because the lighting's just better in here. So you want to make sure, you want to make sure that you can do this freely, so you're not like snatching at the vinyl or the cloth or anything when you're doing it. Then you tighten and you just make sure you can move freely, and you're done with that. So she's weighted on that leg. See, she's almost done now. She has one leg. Now, I don't know if the artist will ever see this video, but she is weighted in the head now. Jaylene, if you ever see this video, she's weighted in the head. So, I know you sent her and she wasn't weighted in the head for whatever reason. I know we talked about it, but I'm not going to say it in the video because it's no one else's business, really. What color did I use? A green one? I like to color code and use the same zip ties on each limb. There's white up here and white in her head and white in her arms and white in her head. So there's green down here. Just feeding this in. Trying to do it so you guys can see it. There, it's fed in. Oh, there we go. See. And here's her other leggy. Now, like I said, just want to put it in there. It's not forced in there. It looked like it, but it wasn't. And then I just kind of push there's like a notch here. See the notch? Now, there's like a little lip here, you know? So I usually put the vinyl in, and then I put the lip in the notch, and I hold it there. And then, tighten just a little bit, and stop, so you can see where your guidelines are. And then go ahead and, that's kind of how you teach yourself, is just kind of feed and turn, and see, that's exactly how I want her. So now she is reweighted. She is reweighted exactly how I want her. I took some stuffing out here. There was a whole lot in there. So I took some stuffing out and I weighted her head. So her head's weighted. And I reweighed her limbs. So they're not like, you know, dropping to the sides because she's such a small baby. Such a small baby anyways. So I'm going to move her and I'm going to show you the difference. This is my Kameko. He's a bigger baby, so he's heavier. You see, he's heavier. And when you hold him, his limbs kind of drop to the sides. He sounds really heavy, but he's not like overly weighted. Because over time, I don't know if you know, over time if you weight the baby too much, like if they're too full, it can like damage the vinyl. So you have to be really careful of how you weight babies and where you distribute the weight and stuff. That's just something that I learned from experience. And if there's any other reborn artists out there watching this video and I say something that you don't like, that's just my opinion and how I learned. So you can't really be upset with me. But this is a baby that I weighted myself. And you see he's kind of, you know what I mean? So there's that guy. And then I'm going to show you the difference here. Look. Her limbs don't drop, you know what I mean? They're just really light because she's a really light, dainty baby. The heaviest part on her is her head. The heaviest part is her head. So now, since I weighted her, it says 4 pounds on her birth certificate that her artist sent. Because I didn't make this baby. I made this one. I did make this one. But I did not make this one. And the weight that the artist put on there, I think, was kind of guessed because she wasn't weighted in the head area. And like I said, we talked about that. So I knew she wasn't coming weighted in the head. I was going to do that. So, oh, isn't she cute? Yeah. So, yeah. Now, I'm going to pause the video and clean up my space so I can put a diaper on her and put her belly plate on her. So, be right back. All right. I'm back. Now, There's her belly plate.
Cupcakes, Mommy.
Okay, hang on. Let me finish this video, okay?
Okay.
And, okay, this...
Look it.
Can you be quiet? I'm making a video. Hold on a second. This sculpt is so confusing when it comes to what people actually think it is. Either a newborn sculpt or a preemie sculpt. Now, in my opinion, she is a small newborn or bigger preemie. She fits preemie clothes perfectly, like perfectly, but she also fits newborn clothes really cute, and it fits. It's not like overly drowning or anything. I'm just gonna do that so her head's not on the table. So this is a newborn diaper. This is the one I had on her already, so it looks weird. But she didn't come in a newborn diaper. She came in a preemie diaper. Now, I gotta snip the zip ties, but I don't want to. I'm not gonna do that in the video. I'm just gonna show you guys how she looks all finished. So, hold on. Oop, there we go.
Mom, you fixed her?
I did fix her. And there we go. So now she's done. There's her little belly. Now that's the end of this video. I'll do a changing video probably tonight, and then I'll upload it tonight as the same. But that's the end of this video, the reweighing and putting her together. So thanks for watching.